25. In my car. And after Rachel's testimony, Aiden, you want to bring your talk, please? Talk. Okay. Sister Rachel, bring your testimony, please.
Yes, I'm Sister Rachel from the Geelong Bible Fellowship. I was brought up in the Lord since I was born, and I went along to the Lord since I think till I was about 22 years old. And I struggled with my walk, and I was unhappy for a long time, and I thought, what's the point in sitting in the meetings when I'm unhappy? I'm lying to myself and I'm lying to the Lord. And it got to the point where I had to make a decision, and I ended up leaving the Lord for about 10 years. And I went through a really rebellious stage, and I went in and out of bad relationships. I was probably, say, addicted to alcohol. So I went through a lot in the 10 years, but I just wasn't happy in the place that I was in, the church that I was in. I still love the Lord. I still carried around the Bible with me. And the Lord could see that, and he always just kept holding on to me because he knew that I had a heart for him. So, like, he never judged me. He just kept with me, kept me. And one day, my mum passed away about 4 years ago, and I ended up finding her, and I think it really shook me back. I think it was meant to be, because when I found her, I realised when she died, she took nothing with her. She only took her soul, and that's all that mattered in the end. And sorry, I'm a bit tired. That's when I wanted to come back to the Lord, and I came back to the Lord for almost a year, not quite a year, but it still just didn't feel right in the place that I was in. It felt a bit off. So of course I ended up just still going back into the world, where my friends were. And then it wasn't until this year that I wanted to come before the split, and I didn't realise anything had happened yet, but the Lord was guiding me even then. I wanted to, like my father was like, oh, have you contacted the pastor? And I was like, no, I just don't feel to. I don't feel to yet. I don't feel to go back. I didn't know why. The war was happening in Ukraine, and I just kept having anxiety about it, and then I just kept having a peace, and every time it would come up I just kept having a peace, and I thought, oh, shouldn't I be fearful? Why am I having a peace at a time like this? Like, my soul's not in the right place. But I just kept feeling like, oh, why is it going away? I don't understand that. And then that's when the split happened, and then I ended up going over to the RF to like a really good fellowship over there, and the Lord's just taken away like all the past desires from my life, because I'm a person where I like